I'd like to point out that the other time I was playing against easy bots just about an hour ago, I won in 9 minutes.
All right.
Okay.
So are you an easy bot or are you a medium bot?
I am AI that doesn't do anything.
So make sure you change your race to Terran, or away from Terran to Protoss. There you go.
Be pink.
And change your color to pink or purple.
Thank you.
Because that's important. And all right, are we ready?
I'm ready.
So the rule of thumb should be always building probes. So you always want to be building workers until you have all of the workers you need. So you'll immediately build a worker.
Okay.
And then you can rally it to your minerals. And then
I can't.
And then the way the timing works out is that right around the time your first worker finishes and you start your second worker, so start a second worker.
Oh, okay.
So you'll start your second worker, and then you should have exactly enough for a pylon when your second worker starts.
Ew,
so,
except I was too slow.
Now you have 200, now you have 250.
Okay.
But hypothetically, you'd be able to start that, and now build your next worker.
Next worker.
So now you're going to build your gateway as well.
Okay. Gateway. Okay.
And then you'll build your assimilator.
Assimilator. 2 assimilators or just 1 assimilator?
Just one for now.
Okay.
And then you'll build another gateway. And you want to keep building probes this entire time. So every time a probe is done building, you want to be building another probe.
Okay. You said to make a zealot.
So Chris is being very
some guy in here.
And,
there's some dude shooting shit.
We're going to ignore that for now, and we're going to build our cybernetics core so we can keep building our units.
Okay.
I always wanted to do that.
God damn it.
Alright, so your cybernetics core finished. So now what do we want to do? Yep, exactly. So that's going to, once that finishes, it will turn all of your gateways into warp gates. So if you have 100 gateways, it will turn into 100 warp gates automatically.
Okay. So now I need some, like, things that can attack, right?
Yeah. So it looks like you are warping in, you've got those 2 stalkers, and 2 stalkers is a pretty good early game defense. Okay. So they're going to be able to they can shoot air units if they go really fast air. They can shoot ranged. They are a good general purpose unit.
Should I leave them here
so
by
what
my
you're gonna
mineral field, or?
That is a great place to leave them, because if like a guy flies around, like that's your weakest point is your workers. That's your economy, and that's what people are going to try to target.
Gotcha.
To shut down your ability to create more units. So keeping them around that is a good strategy.
Okay.
All right, here. Oh, you got something back there.
Get out of here! I'm sending my stalkers after you.
So stalkers are great defense against
He
reapers
jumped over
because
the wall!
they have a longer range than reapers, and they kill a reaper in a 1v1.
Get out of here!
So a stalker
basically
means and then he brought a tempest or a cyclone. And then he brought a bunch of other units. All right, so you're dead. No. What you want to do is once you have your cybernetics core, that lets you basically go down your advanced tech trees. So you kind of you can think of it as almost like 3 talent trees that you have that have a first tier building, which is your Twilight Council, your Stargate, or your robotics facility, and then when you build those unlock the buildings below them. So for Twilight Council, that's your Templar Archives and your Dark Shrine. For Stargate, that's your Fleet Beacon. For Robotics Facility, that's your Robotics Bay.
Okay.
So we are going to build a Twilight Council, because we're going to go down that tech tree for now.
Okay. So I have these 3 options. Should I be picking one of these now that my research or my Twilight Council is finished?
Yep, so we are going to research Charge. So Charge is an upgrade for your Zealots. Your like very first unit. that allows them to move faster.
Okay.
And they also, on a short cooldown, they can charge in on enemy units. So like close ground super quickly.
Cool. Okay, so now I've got an army of zealots, and my thing has finished researching.
Yep. So here what you can do is basically move. So you'll take a deep breath, and then you will select all of your zealots, and you can do that by double-clicking on them, and that will select basically everything
you
on
can
the screen.
double-click to select them all? Okay, cool.
And what you'll want to do there is a move down your ramp and over to your opponent's base.
Careful.
So you'll like press A and then you'll left click where you want them to move. And what that does is it will tell them to go there, but if they run into any enemies, they will attack those enemies.
Okay.
And in this particular case, there was a giant army outside your base, so you didn't make it very far.
Okay.
But hypothetically, you'd be able to get all the way to your opponent's base by like clicking on the minimap and attack them with your zealots there.
Get out of here. There's some guys shooting. Alright, so should we start a new game and do the stuff? The Twilight Council and
Yes.
Alright.
First, Chris wants to nuke you.
Oh,
Oh, he
damn.
forgot to cloak.
I didn't have enough energy.
Oh, should I
so-
not shoot you?
Yeah, don't shoot me.
Okay. Alright, I'm not shooting you.
Boom, take that pylon.
You nuked a pylon? Okay. My two zealots over here are gonna save the day. Oh no, he just melted. Okay. I'll be revealed in 13 seconds.
You're supposed to type GG
no.
when you've lost.
What?
Read teacher some manners.
So, the manners metagame, this is a critical element for Starcraft II,
Okay.
is at the beginning of the game,
Yeah.
you type in some variation of GLHF to your opponent.
Oh.
And you can customize it. You can add a smiley face or a wink, or there's an emoji that you can use for GLHF.
Okay.
But that's all you say at the beginning of the game.
Gotcha.
You say nothing throughout the entire rest of the game. You don't make any comments, any statements, or complaining about how broken Protoss are. And
easy
then
race GG, you know, like GG easy.
it's kinda
I don't
like
say that.
you try to avoid it if at all possible. Sometimes
Noob, you suck.
it can't always be helped.
No, okay.
If you are, playing the game out and leaving when you're supposed to, it is bad manners for your opponent to say GG before you say GG. If they say GG,
Okay.
it's seen as like taunting you or saying that you have lost the game and should leave.
Okay, so the loser says GG before you leave, and that's proper StarCraft II etiquette.
Exactly.
Okay, but if you're winning, you don't say GG until after they've said GG.
Yes, correct.
Okay,
You
got
it.
so when do I say easy after I say GG?
Yes, Reed, when does she say that?
You know the answer to that question. When your heart tells you it's okay.
When my heart tells me it's okay. Alright. Okay, I will remember that.
Alright, so you're going to build your probe, and you're going to rally him to
Probe.
your... Oh, man. Alright, so when somebody BMs you like that, you have two options. You can either engage them, or you can take the high ground. I think you know what to do.
Protoss, more like pro-loss, lol. Oh my god. Okay, oh wait, he's playing mind games because I forgot to warp in
he
my...
threw you off your build.
Oh shit. You're right.
So that's the danger of engaging those rude
You're right.
BM players.
Okay. Take your warp gate right back to the menu. Okay.
See, you're failing this test. This is the mental test.
You still have not built a single pylon yet.
Okay. Pylon. So it goes.
Man, no wonder people do this.
Pylon, probe.
Yep.
Okay. Oh crap! Now I can't build another probe because I haven't built my pylon.
Yep.
I see. Okay. Pylon.
Right,
Your
so
pylon.
your pylon is finished, and now you're going to build your
We're
gateway
losing the war.
and your assimilator.
Okay, gateway and assimilator.
All right, so there's that gateway. So now we're going to add our cybernetics core, another gateway, and another assimilator. So you can have one probe warp in all of that.
Gateway. Oh shit. I'm running out of space.
And then another pylon.
Hey! God damn it! Get out of here!
Yep. And then now you can send him back to go mining.
Get this guy. Get out. Leave.
So now you're just going to build, once you have 2 stalkers, either finished or in production, you're just going to build zealots, like as many zealots as you can.
Okay.
And you are going to start your charge on your Twilight Council.
Oh yeah. Wait, I just clicked something. Oh shit!
Now I think what happened is your warp gate finished, so your warp gates that you had automatically turned into, or your gateways automatically turned into warp gates.
Gotcha.
So what we're going to do is we're going to build 2 more gateways. You're going to have a total of 4 gateways eventually. Okay. And that's going to be what you'll use to produce all of your zealots for your main attack.
Okay.
So your charge finished, so highlight all of your zealots.
Okay.
And
what about these guys? Can I bring them too, or should I leave them behind?
Generally, you want to leave those. Okay. Those guys are going to be your defense for now. So if any Reapers or other shenanigans come up, they'll be there to help with that. So you want to take your zealots, you want to move them across to the opponent's side of the map. You want to make sure you're using your A move so that if they run into anything along the way, they attack it rather than just running past it and all getting killed.
Oh.
But you can basically select them all, A move, and then click on your opponent's base.
Do I know where his base is? Is it always at the other corner?
It's always at the other corner, yep.
Alright, we're going. Oh. I guess they know where the ramp is. Hey! Alright, they're doing stuff! Oh my god, they're actually beating somebody up! These guys. These little assholes.
So that's his workers.
Get him!
Right, so now you've got 2 things going on. He's got a bunch of guys in your base, and you've got a bunch of guys in his base.
Okay.
So that's why you left your stalkers behind.
I see.
So if he tries to counterattack you, you have some kind of defense.
Gotcha.
He has way more of an attack than you have a defense.
Oh.
So at this point, you're in a base trade, base race situation where you're trying to kill him before he can kill you.
I see. What? What is this?
Because zealots
attack my base.
Because zealots can only attack ground and melee. You cannot kill his building.
Oh, he's just flying around.
Let's do this. Come up this ramp and you'll encounter your next learning experience.
Okay.
So remember when we talked about positioning your buildings and how your buildings can be used as a defensive thing? So those things are the equivalent of his pylons. And he basically built them in front of his ramp to prevent you from getting up.
Alright, well, I'll see you guys in my next base.
Wait, so...
Bye-bye.
He can just fly around like that?
Yeah, so one of the things that, Terrans can do, they can't teleport in their units like Protoss can, but their buildings can fly.
Here.
So...
That's so beautiful!
So make sure you complain Terran OP,
oh my God.
building liftoff OP, scrub floating your buildings, and then you can GG out and go on to your next game.
Did I do it right?
Pretty good. I would say 8 out of 10. Juji EZ is typically not used when you're the one who's dying.
Oh.
But other than that, you did a good job.
Okay, I see. I've learned. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready for the next one.
So you
worker.
build a worker.
Mm-hmm.
And then now if you watch the resources, actually if you see how in the lower left-hand corner of the minimap it shows you a little icon, it actually always shows you where your opponent starts. So as you're learning the map, you can see like where they are. So now you want to build another worker right away and your pylon.
Okay.
And then you'll build another worker after that.
Okay. And then an assimilator or gateway?
And then a gateway and an assimilator. You should have enough money for both when that finishes.
I see.
And then you want to keep building probes. You always want to be building probes like pretty much the entire time.
Oh.
Yep, perfect. So you'll build a gateway, a cybernetics core, and an assimilator with those guys.
In that order?
So it's just finishing now. Yep, in that order. So you're going to build your 2 stalkers for your defense.
Oh, right.
And then you're going to build all of your zealots.
Okay.
And then as soon as your Twilight Council finishes, you're going to start your charge. You're going to build 2 more gateways. And you're going to chrono boost your charge. So use your Nexus to make your charge finish faster.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So you're going to take all of those zealots and you're going to go and attack your opponent.
Okay, we're going to find crits. A move. Okay.
Yep.
So those people are going. They're doing stuff.
They're doing work across the map. You're not even going to pay attention to them.
Okay.
You're going to force your opponent to spend all of their APM doing whatever it is that they need to do to defend it. And you're just going to be focusing on your build.
Okay. Okay, now that I've got this, what do I do with it?
So this is another production building. So like the gateway, this actually makes units rather than just having upgrades in it. So what you're going to build here is you're going to warp in some void rays.
Okay.
Void rays are a pretty good multi-purpose air unit. They can shoot ground, they can shoot air, and they also have a special ability that temporarily makes them do a bunch more damage, but it slows their movement speed. But it can be really good at breaking into sieges because, you know, their buildings aren't going anywhere, so it's not like they can kite you with their buildings. So you can break through defenses pretty good with those.
Makes sense.
So we're just going to keep making a ton more zealots, and we're going to keep warping in void rays.
Okay.
And exactly, continuing your production.
Got it.
But you may have noticed that your base is now at 15 out of 14 because you're starting to run out of minerals on your base. So what we're going to do is build another nexus at that set of minerals and gas right outside your base. So you can see, like, down the ramp, there should be another...
Yeah.
Yep. So you want to build your nexus right as close to those minerals as possible. So it'll give you a little indicator, like when you're too close, it won't let you build. So you want to move it so that, yep, exactly there.
Cool.
That you're kind of centered. Most maps have like a circle or a something else that shows where the center space, like the proper space to build is.
Okay.
So what that's going to allow you to do is now you can not have to travel nearly as far to mine from those minerals. As you saw, your probe is like walking all the way back.
Yeah.
Once that nexus is done, your guys can just return to that new nexus. So you've got a good amount of void rays and a good amount of zealots. So at this point, you can probably just grab all your guys, move them across the map, and see what you do.
Okay, should I make 1 Phoenix or 1 Oracle?
If you want to try them out, you could. Just to, like, kind of get used to their abilities and see what they do.
Hey, is that a base? He's got a base right here. Get out of here.
Hey.
There's some guy making a base, like, right outside my front lawn. Who's that? Get that thing. There's some shit running away on, like, a dirt bike.
Look at this micro.
Oh my god. There we go, we got him. He's got a base in my base!
Alright, so get your void rays up there and shoot his base. So if you if you turn on the ability of the Void Rays, oh well, they're gonna. Yep, there you go. Yeah. So they do extra bonus damage. So they're slow, but if you're just in this like straight up fight, they will do a lot more damage. So you want to turn those on.
Okay.
Hey, that's my base. Oh, you didn't kill my starport. Thank you.
What?
Nothing.
Cool. So now that I've got a bunch of people, can I go like hunt for Chris?
Yep.
Good hunting.
You've got plenty of targets. I will say that.
Oh, there's some people.
Here, I'll give you some targets.
Ah, what is that? What is this?
So this is called a Manor Mule, and that unit that he just called down is basically a worker. So what you do is, if you are so far ahead of your opponent that you can just throw away all of your workers and waste them all, you call them in on top of your opponent's army to show that I have so much economy, I don't even need these guys, I just beat you really hard.
I see. Alright, we're doing some exploration. Got a bunch of floaty things. Whatever this is has a lot of health.
That is a battle cruiser, which is one of the best air units that the Terrans have.
Let's see.
So this entire time, you also want to be building more units back in your base.
Oh my god!
As you're going, so that as he's killing your units, you can also be like resupplying them with a big army.
Gotcha.
And oh, you're doing it exactly right. I was going to say an easy trap to fall into is to want to just like watch your units doing their thing, but you're doing exactly right in going back to your base, warping in guys in your base, like focusing more on resupplying than on like watching the battle.
Wait, does he have a secret base somewhere?
So define base.
I went to the bottom left corner of the map, and I didn't see anybody. Oh, there's one guy right there. Always got
you got me.
I would highly recommend to continue building as many units as you possibly can.
Oh shit, okay. Is he like hiding somewhere?
I wouldn't call it hiding. It's
Oh my god. Oh. Okay, well those guys can do their shit, at least I don't need more pylons now.
So because he went so heavy into flying units, you would want to build more Stargates so that you can counter those flying units. And you'll probably want to add on, with 10,000 minerals, I would say about 7 more Stargates.
7 Stargates?
Don't be alarmed.
Probably 3 would be fine, but you also want to consider you're about to mine out your expansion, so you also will want to expand as well. Alright, so Chris is coming in with his air guys,
Get out of there.
and
Stop it.
against Banshees, which is what that is, a Phoenix is really good, because Banshees are light armor. However, Chris went away from building a bunch of air units and went towards building a bunch of Thors, which happen to be really good against other air units. So,
God damn it.
now he's gonna melt your entire army.
Okay.
Alright. So this game, we learned about the Stargate tech. We learned that whole tech tree and what some of those guys do. And you built a shit ton of zealots, which normally are going to basically completely wipe out somebody if they haven't already expanded 4 times.
Okay. Oh my god, they're just running in and getting obliterated.
So now what you say is, fuck you, stream sniper. You wouldn't have won if you weren't on Discord with me. and then whatever else you want to say in GG.
Oh my god.
Okay, you can go against Sam now. I'll take a break.
You said you didn't know how to play the game.
I practiced this morning. The server, this was the first time I've ever played Starcraft II this morning, and then the server went down for maintenance about 10 minutes into my start.